I'm going to be real with you. You can attribute a lot of the bullshit that started on the internet to the point where people were booted off of Tumblr. Do you think that we can like sue the owners of Tumblr? Furries go after lolicons and then lolicons go after furries all the time, and it's incredibly hilarious and hypocritical. Yes, the women are very thin looking in this. Who cares?
And also, it's not impossible for women to look like this.
At what point does it become like inflation, though? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of it is gay. I don't know. I'm not going to judge if it is. He did an accident. Please reduce the punish, Sar. Exactly. It's Occo doing React Slop TM. What a sellout. Now, so I'm going to be honest. This video caught me very much so. The Anime Titty Police. I'm feeling called to watch this one first because it looks the best. We're just going to listen to it. We're going to commentate on it. We're going to give our opinions. And since there is no real women here, as men, we can say whether or not we agree or disagree with their opinion. Occo doing React Slop TM, what a sellout. Now, I mean, I do understand the surprise. Because again, I was very harsh on people. And I do think that harshness of mine was definitely misplaced. I'm not going to be like I'm going to react to all of her videos kind of thing. Because I'm sure that some of them I'm going to look at and I'm just like, I don't really feel like I need to. But I did like have this idea of comparing what used to like exist and seeing how it kind of compares to now. Your reactor now. I've always technically been a reactor in my personal opinion. I've just been a reactor in...
tubers technically are.
Yes, pretty much. This video is called the Anime Titty Police. That's perfect. Where are her organs? Yes, chat. Where are my organs, chat? Look at my VTuber. See, that's why I chose the video, all right? I chose this video because I got giant tits. That still sounds very weird to say, but, you know, where are my organs? I don't know. I'm hoping that Shoeonhead can educate me on this. Or maybe the video that she watches can educate and we can learn. Organs are stored in the boobs. That's what I thought the brains went. But anyway, let us get started here.
Cartoon titties. Today's video
This is just a call out
is
for
about
Occo.
cartoon titties.
Hell yeah.
Shu is predicting Occo before Occo.
Accurate, very accurate. I forgot that like she does the child screaming thing whenever she starts a video. That's like her thing, and I really do like it.
Just gonna be a really quick rant about something I've been noticing online more than ever recently, and that is the art police.
Nope, it won't be a
These
quickie.
Tumblr refugees that swarm artists on Twitter who have the audacity to draw female characters with exaggerated feminine features. So today we are going to...
I'm glad that she at least points out where it does come from. It comes from fucking Tumblr. I hate the art police. I do too. In my aged self, going across the internet, I thought it would take a couple years, but then eventually we would get to the point where people would stop doing that. But I am unfortunately having to inform people that that's not the case, that people are still very retarded about art police. To be fair, in the VTuber space, you don't really see it that much, at least in my observations of it, unless it's with lollies. If you are a lolly, you get art policed so hard, it's not even funny. I will say that, like, the big titties thing has been defeated, and it has been replaced instead by the Cunny Crusade, essentially.
take a look at their big-brained critique of this art. So the first drawing is this one. Some superhero in a skin-tight purple catsuit. I don't know.
I'm gonna be real with you. You can attribute a lot of the bullshit that started on the internet to the point where people were booted off of Tumblr. Do you think that we can like sue the owners of Tumblr back then and just say, we would like to sue you for emotional distress because the banning of tits on Twitter, it has led to changes
honestly,
that cannot be
could consider
calculated.
that. You actually could consider that because technically removing that is removing free speech.
I'm kind of joking, but you are correct. The reverberations of removing tits from there has destroyed basically the internet. If they didn't do that,
Who knows where we'd be now if they hadn't done that?
I'm sorry, you laugh, but it's like legitimately when Tumblr broke containment, it was like just literally the destruction of the internet and the death of culture that started when the people from Tumblr kind of escaped. Tumblr made white women so entitled and annoying. I agree. Thank you for the two.
Who it is. I'm a normie. If it's not in some Marvel movie or DC movie, I don't know who it is. It's like that.
Oh gosh, man. You can tell how old this is because nowadays if you talk to her, She would still kind of call herself a normie, but it would be vastly changed. She'd be like, say, oh, I only know X, Y, or Z VTuber. These days, being a normie is only knowing a specific VTuber, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy to think that. Holy cow.
Something, or is that an M? I don't know, nerds. Okay, don't bully me. You know, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the purple catsuit. That's nice. Her knee looks a little crooked. 9-10. Knees too pointy. But let's see what the Twitter mob had to say. Have you ever seen a woman in real life before? Gross.
It happens way more often than you think, chat, when the woman is drawn by an actual woman. What do you think the chances are the art that we just saw was actually drawn by a real woman?
When was this published, this video?
5 years ago.
I'm gonna go with maybe.
Maybe?
Because if you had 10, like even more than 5 years ago, I would have been like, no. Because there does come a certain point when you were seeing less and less like big titty art or whatever, or sexualized looking art from women. Now you do. You see that a lot more.
You do. Fair enough.
Have you ever seen a woman? Has you ever seen a woman in real life? Y'all ever see a female before? Have you ever seen a woman before? Have you ever seen a clock before? Have you ever seen the sky before?
Goodness.
Not everything has to be realistic. Where are
Again, like these days, I feel like we see it less with big tits and more, again, just with like the lolly stuff. But like, I don't understand the mental disconnect. I mean, I know for these people, like it's overly sexual to them and they get upset with it, but I just don't understand why people get so upset with that. Now that I think about it, you know what it could be? It could just be kink shaming. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I do think that some people, like, furries go after lolicons and then lolicons go after furries all the time, and it's incredibly hilarious and hypocritical. I definitely feel like that could be part of it.
her organs? Her organs would not physically be able to fit in her body. Do you know what organs are? If so, then where are they? Is she okay? She breathing? She digesting her food? She's a drawing. She doesn't breathe. She doesn't digest food. Men are no longer allowed to draw women. Thank you. Again, men are trash and shouldn't be allowed to draw women. I love how they're all focusing on her boobs and stuff. Meanwhile, her hair is like 10 feet tall. All the men are properly proportioned, and the women have no organs. Okay, J. Scott Campbell.
Hold on. I have to take a look at this here. They're saying that all the men are properly proportioned. I want to bring attention to the fact that unless we don't count the Hulk and maybe Thor, that's not true. Yes, the women are very thin looking in this. Who cares?
And also, like, it's not impossible for women to look like this. Yeah, if you wanted more proper, I mean, yeah, you could just, like, quote unquote plump them up some more.
Listen, we're not Mizu. We haven't gotten to the age of enjoying some women with a bit of chub on them.
Well, but that's what I'm saying though, is like if you wanted them a bit more normal, then yeah, you could add a little bit more weight to them. But
Another one.
I don't like fat bitches personally.
I've clearly never seen a man. Excuse me. I am one.
All the men are properly proportioned? Are we looking at the same picture, ma'am? Look at Wolverine. Look at Captain America. These
I never thought of Wolverine.
Aren't average male body types. Like, yes, a man could go to the gym and could get swole like that, and a woman could have that body type, but these are cartoon characters. The male and female characteristics of them are exaggerated. And when you
She's absolutely right. Again, like, these can exist, but you're more likely not going to. That's the thing about this stuff, is like, is it exaggerated? Sure. Exaggeration doesn't mean it's incorrect either.
My whole thing has always just been like, why do you care if it's exaggerated? Because it's like, some people might take seriously the whole, oh, I want to be like the Hulk, or I want to be like Captain America. It's like, those people need help because this is not what you should aim for. But like, those are a very small minority of people, and it's just like, why do you care that this kind of shit exists?
Yep.
At what point does it become like inflation though? That's the real question.
Yeah, that is very fair, actually.
Why do you have to bring that up?
Just popped into my head.
If you want the most accurate body type out of that entire image, Spider-Man. Not overdone, but, you know, proper sized and has, you know, fairly decent abs. The difference there is he needs to have a decent normal fit, or else, you know, the whole gimmick of Spider-Man just doesn't function.
you try to point out that the men also have unrealistic bodies, they'll just say, oh, that's a male power fantasy. Tall, jacked, shirtless men are a male power fantasy only.
I'm going to be honest with you. No, it is not a male-only fantasy, but a lot of men do want that fantasy. It's not gay. It's for themselves. Maybe a little bit of it is gay. I don't know. I'm not going to judge if it is. All I'm saying is that men have that idea for different reasons.
Like, I'm sorry, have you seen romance novels? Have you seen those, like, cowboy fireman romance novels at the grocery store? I don't think those are just pandering to the male power fantasy. Also, this whole argument that female characters look like that for men, for the male gaze, unironically erases the existence of the female gaze. Organs in all female characters are missing. You know women have, like, organs and blood inside them, right? Where are the girls' organs? The organs! I need the organs!
Now, to be fair, she's probably just cherry picking all the comments that are very similar. I legitimately don't get it. Why is that the first thing that everybody's, like, focused on? You know what it reminds me of? So recently, there was that Indian guy that struck that small car of people because he was making an illegal left-hand turn. And there was a petition on change.org, I think, to get him freed. All of them were exactly the same messages.
Oh yeah, they were reading scripts.
Yeah, they were all scripts, basically. Every single last one of them.
Reduce the punish, Star.
He did an accident. Please reduce the punish, Sar. Exactly. It's just like it's all NPC behavior. It really is sad seeing the NPC-like behavior that these people have, where they just can't say anything but the same shit. You could make so many different, better arguments, and yet these are the only things people can say is, where is her organs? Why is her organs gone?
Where are the organs? And not put some meat on her bones.
Oh, goodness. Give her some chub, chat. We love to see it.
But don't you know, closer to the bone, the sweeter the meat.
Ooh. I didn't... Okay.
That's a good one.
Well, I do think that as time has gone on, I do agree that, like, men have chosen that, like, oh, I don't want an ultra thin girl. Because I do think that, like, it's shifting slowly, where even if she's got giant tits, if she's too thin, it's just not good looking.
Well, actually, it is almost impossible to have, like, giant tits and be that skinny, because your body physically cannot hold the weight.
No, yeah, for sure.
Organs. She doesn't have organs. She's a drawing. Oh god, this one pissed so many people off. So this artist, who, by the way, is a porn artist, keep that in mind, drew a busty Rey from Star Wars.
I've seen that one.
Let's see.
And also,
Boobs look like huge ass abs, though.
They-
The shading is off on that.
yeah, I see that.
They need to pull them up just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. They're second just a little bit too much.
I have that on file. No, I don't. You know why I don't? Because it's Rey.
Because it's
And
Rey.
is awful.
Fuck Rey.
To be fair, in reality, I think boobs are subject to gravity. Boobs that size probably would be sagging.
Yep, that's why you gotta, hold them up.
Yeah.
No, for sure. No, Chad is right. Just use the Force. I agree.
This is the worst thing I have ever seen today. Why do some people have to sexualize everything? Okay, first of all, if that's the worst thing you've seen all day, millions of people would envy you. Second of all, why do people have to sexualize everything? You're on a porn account. Close your eyes. Everyone is entitled to their own interpretation of character. Okay, off to a good start. But this ain't realistic. Nobody can have boobs this big and fight without a support.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is very wrong. I've seen men with boobs that big. All right?
This is already kind of negated when they say ain't realistic. You're looking at a drawing. It was never a requirement. You don't have to draw things realistically. Like, the whole point of drawing is to be able to just make whatever the hell you want.
Well, don't you
In a
know
2D,
art has to be
format.
relegated to whatever the fuck some random Tumblr user says?
You know, I hate this specifically right now because it feels like this mentality has taken over, like, the Western games industry.
Oh, it has.
Every fucking game is photorealistic now, and I hate it so much.
Oh, I hate it
miss-
so much too.
I miss that era. I miss Sly Cooper, I miss Jack and Daxter, I miss Ratchet and Clank, all of that shit.
I mean, you bring up Ratchet and Clank.
Shit back.
Ratchet and Clank is a great example of this. I mean, Rivet was supposed to be a lot more sexy.
Yeah, and
then they censored her because, admittedly, for a really funny reason, and it was just someone in the office going around screaming Lombax titties.
Titties, yep, I remember this.
And I understand it because it can get annoying when it's too much.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
That is still funny, yeah.
Supportive sports
Okay,
bra. Make her whatever shape you want, but give her boob support. You're missing the point of this drawing. I love these people. I love these people when they see things like this. They go full literal and they're just like, she can't fight like that. That's not how any human woman has ever looked ever. Wrong. I have seen women with this body shape. I have done extensive research for this video. They exist. That's not
Thank you,
how
Shu.
bodies work. Ray is a character created to inspire young girls, and all you're doing is telling them that this is what they should strive to look like. Like, even though it's insanely unhealthy to do so in reality. This whole, have you ever seen a woman? Unrealistic.
Oh, I hear a rant.
All right, so like, people who like say shit like that, it's like, it is nobody's job to inspire anyone else.
Especially if it's coming from a porn artist.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you're a porn artist, you're there to draw the titties. You're not here to make anybody, well, I mean, feel good in the wholesome sense. You're there to make them feel good in other ways, but not in the wholesome sense. And you're definitely not there to inspire anybody's like life direction or any of that shit, right? Like, and what should be happening is that if young girls see this sort of thing, somebody should be there to explain, honey, that's a drawing. No, you don't have to look like that. Nobody has to look like that.
Exactly.
End of story.
As the Christian, it's always the weird morality police that are coming by saying, oh, you can't have that. That's unrealistic. It's like, what are the young girls going to think of? Like, the young girls really shouldn't be looking at a porn artist's artwork. Just going to be real with you. If you're showing this to a young woman, I'm more worried about you than I am the young woman. Oh, I mean, you're worried about the young woman, but I'm worried about your morality more than I'm worried about, like, whether or not this is a good message to girls.
Listen, Akko, listen, all right? The child was getting annoying, and the iPad was right there. I did what I had to do.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably fine, though. It's just the internet.
Oh, gross.
Ugly proportions thing is like unironically really anti-body positivity. And I didn't even realize that until a girl I followed replied to me and was like, these threads make me feel like shit. It's just weird that these people are putting down big-breasted women to like own the men. Ray is a character created to inspire young girls, and all you're doing is telling them that this is what they should strive for. This isn't like the official Star Wars account. This is like going on to DeviantArt, finding like Sonic inflation and being like,
no!
This is not what Sega
inflation
had in
for the
mind.
second time this
and
stream.
This is
Let's
why
go.
men aren't allowed to draw anymore.
Gosh damn it!
Why do these people all have the same insult? Where's her organs? Have you ever seen a woman before? And men aren't allowed to draw. From one dude to another,
Like,
this
who's gonna
ain't
stop 'em?
sexy. This is boring and looks nothing at all like the character.
Okay, if a man says this isn't sexy, this is boring, he is gay. I am just telling you right now, he is not a real person, he is gay.
Why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? You're gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
fuck.
at a point, I have to wonder like what women actually find like, because like, what do they find more appealing, right? The guy who's like clearly trying too hard to be respectful, or the one that's just like, yeah, I like chicks with giant tits. I like hot chicks. Yeah.
The consensus I've seen is that women like men that are very straightforward and don't try to act like creeps. I'm going to be real with you. So the guy that says, yeah, I like your giant tits, girl. I think women are more, based off of the knowledge that I have been fed by women on the internet, they tell me that they like it when a man is straightforward and just tells them that they have a hot body. I think it's in moderation,
of course.
but like, don't always tell the woman just like how much her body is hot. Tell her other things of her are hot, like how hot her intellect
Like
is.
brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell her that her brain is hot. But yeah, I think a woman likes to hear your body is hot because that affirms that all of the hard work she put into her body is good. Can't do that in UK? No, you can't.
I am wondering how your sexy men drawings look like when this is how you draw the women. Everyone saying this is okay because it's their style is stupid. I'm a lesbian and I don't find it attractive, while Movie Ray, aka Daisy Ridley,
Okay, that lesbian definitely beats up her partner. I'm going to be honest with you. If she's saying that's not attractive, she definitely beats up her partner. I'm sorry. Oh, it's so mean of me. I am so sorry.
I do find attractive. Okay, so for a second, let's pretend
did you
this
find
is not a
attractive?
porn
Sorry, I
account
missed
and
a
these
lot.
people are not
Making a joke
Yeah.
on the lesbian women that beat their partners meme, basically. Mean meme. I know, chat. It's very mean. But what else am I supposed to think?
angry at porn existing. If this artist drew normal Ray, you admit she's sexy to you, she's attractive to you. So would that be sexualizing Ray? Or are busty women inherently sexualized no matter what? Oh god, delete this. It's not sexy. I don't find a lot of things sexy, but I recognize that things I don't find sexy are also allowed to exist on the same planet as me. I'm praying for her
Thank you,
back.
Chew.
I hope the drawing's back is okay too. God, I hate that. It's hard to walk, run, or even fight. Not realistic, but something tells me you don't care about that. No, they don't. They're acting like Star Wars isn't a series about, like, ninja space magic. Here you go. You need this. And then she posts a picture of, like, realistic...
I know. I'm being a shit.
Okay, fair enough.
female body types. And the artist who drew that drawing responds, "Please don't do this. This isn't helpful. All it does is incite people to tell me how much they don't like my art in comparison. Let people enjoy the big titties. It's fine. God bless.
God bless
Common
America.
sense. It's rare, but you love to see it. Men are a disease. This is why men are not allowed to have rights. Huge boobs and tiny waist equals beautiful. Today's beauty standards are literally...
Listen, to some people, huge boobs and moderately sized waist is also beautiful. I'm sure a couple of us in here would agree with that. If her waist is super tiny, I can't get down with it. I'm sorry. Just can't, all right?
so disgusting, I can't
She
take
needs
it.
those
Things
childbearing
like this
hips.
make women feel like they're not good.
Exactly. If she doesn't have childbearing hips, I'm not into her because she's got to be able to bear the legion that I am going to give her.
Exactly.
You give her a fucking litter, dude.
Exactly.
Akko gets it.
Exactly. I'm going to treat her like a rabbit, basically. I'm going to find one of those rabbit
don't.
VTubers.
I don't feel comfortable. Sweats profusely.
Sweats profusely in rabbit avatar. Oh, don't worry. You don't count because I don't think you've got those childbearing hips, as far as I know.
Well, I am a femboy.
Fair.
Good enough. Men need to get a grip on reality and grow the fuck up. Like, get your horny asses elsewhere.
Take it easy, it's just a drawing.
The artist never
Yes.
claimed
I have seen that meme so much recently, especially with the lolly shit. It's great. I love that meme so much.
that this was like the pinnacle of beauty. I really don't understand where this is coming from. This is like walking into a strip club and being like, get your horny asses out of here. Do I have to sing the song? Do I have to sing the song? If you see a thing online that you don't like, and it's not hurting anyone,
I've never heard this
just
song
close your
before.
eyes and walk away and let everyone have fun. Deh. I love how my YouTube channel is just a documentation of my life spiraling downwards. Now, this one was Captain Marvel, and this made people
I approve.
I'm gonna be honest, if it's Captain Marvel, I'm less likely to enjoy her.
She
Just
was
being real.
actually good for a while there. And
She
then
was.
the MCU happened.
This is true.
lose it. Imagine over-sexualizing women and calling it freedom of expression. LMAO, just say you're a disgusting freak and go. Imagine seeing freedom of expression and calling it freedom of expression. I actually love titties, but I just hate when they're over-sexualized by sick men. So you're allowed to like them, but men aren't. Understandable, have a nice
then
day.
you'd hate
so
what
you
I have
justify
done.
the drawing by saying it's porn? I don't fucking care how horny you are. Women should never be over-sexualized. Period.
I think some women would disagree with you.
Like, what about female empowerment? What happened to that?
Exactly!
This is like the 180 of the people who got mad about the She-Ra reboot because the 16-year-old cartoon character didn't have her tits out. Same cursed energy. Let artists create their art, please. Some people are even trying to get these artists banned off Twitter. Like, hello, freedom of expression, freedom of speech.
This was back when artists could get banned for that because Twitter wasn't a good place. I mean,
Yep.
depending on who you ask, it still isn't a good place, but like, this is back when that was the case.
For those of you living in the UK, freedom of speech is when people are allowed to say things. So that was that video. It is definitely demonetized. I
You
said
said this was
boobies
5
and
years ago?
titties like
years
500
early.
Yes, this was 5 years ago.
Is that a rabbit?
Yes, she does have a rabbit. She
Is
does.
that it looks like a cat.
No, that's a rabbit. That is 100% a rabbit. Here, I'll blow
Yeah,
it
that's a
up.
Benoy. That's a lop.
That's a yes. Is it a full lop or is it a half lop? It's a full. It is a full lop. Lops are adorable, by the way. Why you don't want to say? Listen, lops are cute because they all look.
Lops also die earlier.
Oh, do they really? Is it because of the ears?
No, bunnies don't have long lifespans.
Yeah,
You should
but
get a Flemish giant.
those things are massive.
If you guys would like to support me on Patreon, the link is down below. Thank you so much to all my patrons, and thank you so much to everybody in general. I'm always reading the comments. You guys are so funny. I am cursed with the fact that my audience is like 1,000,000 times funnier than me, and I will see you guys with a new video very soon. Ollie, are you a tits or an ass man?
Oh, it's a boy.
Ollie's a dewlap man. Okay. Bye, guys. If you see...
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.